And let's go. He answered the call, people. He answered the call. It's BobbyK. It's BobbyK. It's BobbyK. It's BobbyK. It's BobbyK. It's BobbyK. What's up, Bobby?
That's it. My day just got completely better. So thanks for letting me come on before somebody else, because I know their knowledge just puts me absolutely to shame. So God bless you, and God bless the person I'm talking about. I absolutely love you. I know you can see me. Hello. And guys, how are you, man? Another 3 points in the bag, another win in Europe. Not bad. Not bad at all, eh?
Not bad at all. Exactly what the doctor ordered. 9 changes today, Bobby, but we're still getting the job done.
Exactly. And I don't understand what the frustration is. A lot of people are still complaining about the way the team played and everything. Oh, we didn't finish them off. We should have crushed them, blah, blah, blah. I think we were very lucky that they lost one of their best players very early in the game. Right?
Yeah.
Van Baalen going off. A lot of people were already tooting him before the game, saying how fantastic he is. I don't know enough about Alkmaar to talk about them, to be honest with you. But it's from what was going on out there. That what was his name? Poku?
Yeah.
That Poku kid. Holy crap. Where did this kid come from?
Alkmaar.
Yeah, no kidding. Did you guys know him before this?
No, hadn't heard of him before, but I thought he was giving Archie Gray a really torrid time down that side, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was making the boy run a lot, man. But to be fair, he did his level best to try to keep up to him, so he didn't need to be substituted off because he was looking poor. My only disappointment today is, like, you can look at the team and say, oh, we didn't do this, we didn't do that, blah, blah, blah. We didn't win 7-0. We won at the end of the day. What Madison done was absolutely fantastic. Came over, took the ball first, and I said, you know what, actually, because I saw it in the interview at the end, he even said he had the thought process of, you know what, he needs the goal. It'll be good for his confidence. He remembered when he came back from injury, how the struggle was to kind of get back into form and get that first goal and everything. And he took it upon himself that I'm the senior player out here today. I'm the captain. Here you go, Richie. Go pop this one, and then we'll go do the pigeon together. Well, let's go do it together, baby. I know y'all were doing the pigeon today. Yeah, if you weren't, you should have been.
We were in the studio for sure.
So what did you guys think about the game, boys? You guys were here. You didn't get to go to it today, right?
Nah, we didn't go. We were doing a watch along. But look, I don't think it was the most exhilarating game, but we made 9 changes. It looked a bit disjointed at times, but we got the job done. I mean, the main takeaway today has got to be Mikey Moore. Mikey Moore in that second half looked like a man, 17-year-old man, and he was destroying that fullback for Alkmaar. And with the way Timo's playing at the moment, surely Mikey Moore has got to be ahead of him in the pecking order, right?
I think it's absolutely insane if he's not.
Yeah.
Werner was the only disappointment. He's the only big red flag for me for the entire day. Dragic had that one error where Bendicor had to come back and sweep up and clean up for him. Other than that, I don't think he had a bad game. I really don't think anybody had a bad game. I even like the way Johnson came on. He came on with all the confidence and everything, and he was the complete opposite of Werner. You know, Werner head down, looking at the grass the entire time kind of thing. He was trying, but you could see that void in confidence is really, really hurting his game. And it's a shame, because I think he could add something if he had the confidence. But that's me. I'm always deluded and behind every player that's got our kid on. So I'm still hoping, you know, like a Johnson, he does a turnaround and he comes back. Maybe he should go on social media and get blasted for a day or two. And that'll just, who knows, man. But I thought Werner was the only guy that was kind of disappointing at all. Everybody else, like you said, 9 changes. What did we expect from a team that's been completely swapped? These guys don't play together on a regular basis. What competition do they face? They're not the starting 11. So they're not going to gel as well. They're not going to do things as well as we expect from our initial starting 11. But they got the job done. And there was a lot of things that I thought they were doing really well. The movement and everything was there. Getting in there. It was just that, again, the final third. But we had that issue at the beginning of the season with our starters. So maybe this is just a matter of our B team kind of catching up too and understanding the system, because it seems like our starting 11 is starting to get that a little bit better now. So if these guys can get up to speed as well, that will be lethal. If we can have an A and a B team to take on these competitions and have our A team for the league, things are looking rosy all of a sudden. A lot of the complaints were about the squad depth. Well, how do you have 9 changes with no squad depth?
No, absolutely.
And what does it say about our squad, Bobby, that I think every game that Bergvall, Gray, and Moore have started, and Odebert, I guess we've chucked another teenager there. Like, I think we've won pretty much every game they've started, haven't we? And Yes, people say, "Oh, there's only Europa League or it's only this and that," but these are
the
teenagers.
yeah.
These are teenagers, aren't they? And what does it say about the quality that we're able to put them in from the start in games which are important because we want to get through these Europa League group games, don't we? This is a competition we all want to win. So these are kind of important games. And what does it say about them that we are able at this stage to chuck them in from the start in these games and get victories consistently?
Well, the flip side to that is people are going to argue that they're being chucked in because we don't have other options, that he's being forced to use them. He doesn't really want to use them, but because of the situation and what's going on, he has to use them. But the fact that he is trusting them and not saying that he has to overbear his starting 11 does show that he has faith in them. So they've shown him something. I know everybody was down about Forster coming out and starting today again. But this is a guy that's a seasoned goalkeeper. We just don't trust him on penalties. In reality, other than failing us in penalty kicks, he's done all right. Now I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, yeah, I was happy when I saw his name on the team sheet. I was one of the first ones to go, why not Austin at least? If we have to give Bakari a rest, why not Austin? To me, I still don't understand why goalies need a rest, but I guess it's part of the contract or something. I have no idea. But I think Forrester did fantastic, especially when he came out.
When you do a big dive to the left, it probably takes you 3 days to get back up, doesn't it, Bobby?
3, if I'm lucky, it takes 3. It takes me 3 days if I've got a couple of the kids helping me out get up. Right? I'm not fit and young like some of you other guys that can get up still. Let's put it this way: Jay plays goalie, and when he plays goalie and he dives, it takes me 3 days to watch him get up. Right, so that's how slow motion I am, right? But again, there's a reason Ange is trusting these players, and from the beginning, the way I am, I'm just, if this is what he feels, this is the team he's going to put out, I'm going to back them. I'm going to consistently back him until he doesn't have the job, and hopefully that's in a very, very long time from now. And there's additions coming in January. Vuskovic is going to come in the summer. I think things are looking good. I don't understand why people are still kind of really wanting to be the black cloud. That mentality I don't get, but not the greatest win, but a win.
Yeah, that's what comes with 20 years of false dawns, Bobby, I think.
Well, I said this the other day. Me and Kuba had a show yesterday, and we were talking about this, and it's like, to me, I find it kind of funny that everybody's sitting here bearing down on Enoch and what they've failed to achieve in the last 2 decades, but we haven't won the league in over 60 years. Mm-hmm. Isn't that a bigger picture? If we're going to sit here and say that we demand winning from our team, I get it. Some people will say, well, you got to start somewhere. There's got to be stepping stones. But we had the stepping stone in 2008 when we won the League Cup. Where did we go from there?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I say if we're going to do it, screw it. Go big or go home, or let's properly do a build. And it seems like this is now a build. When you see the youth coming up and then being quality, that's the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. Gray, Bergvall, like say,
Odeberg. That's what I'm saying. The fact we're getting wins shows how good they are, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Spence hopefully will be added to the squad come January. Right? That'll be a nice addition. And then maybe we could see Gray play in the midfield. What a bonus that would be if he can light it up over there. Because if he's doing solid in a position that he doesn't traditionally play, and that's not his best position, I'm really anxious to see it. I'm sure you guys are, and a lot of our fans are as well, to see what he can do when he's put where he wants to be. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing this kid light it up, man.
I think the future is so bright here at Tottenham.
Lily White, baby!
The future is bright. The future is Lily White. And I think a lot of our rival and the fan bases of our rivals are really sleeping on that. And they're still clowning on us. They say, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. I can't wait till it clicks in their mind, because I really believe that we've got a big future here at Tottenham. But looking forward to the game on the weekend against Crystal Palace. Madison obviously had a really good performance tonight. Got taken off at half-time last week against... who was it against now? West Ham.
West Ham.
And my memory's going like yours, Bobby. We're getting old.
At least you still remembered.
Yeah.
I was just playing along until you said it.
Did we just play? Bobby, you remember the team we just played?
Does Madison start on the weekend for you?
Who did we play yesterday? Oh, it was today. Oh, sorry.
Does Madison start on the weekend for you, or does Psar, who came on and had a brilliant performance, start?
Honestly, I think Madison starts and Star again stays for the extra legs that we need, because I think he learned a lesson from Brighton that we've seen Madison kind of drop off in the second half a few times. I think he's a first half player, and he'll put in all the work rate then. He can kind of ignite us, hopefully lead us to a couple of early goals. And then when we need to shut things down and really control that midfield, you put the guy with the legs on. And that's where Sarr comes in. So I think that combination, he's kind of using it and it's working. So why break a winning pattern with that? That'd be my preference.
As well, he was brilliant tonight, wasn't he, Maddison?
Oh, he's fantastic. He's fantastic. And on top of that, just the captain experience and the senior player experience he showed by turning around and saying, you know what, actually go take this. I'm going to take it. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Here you go. I actually really love that. That was because I still remember Chris is a big Richie fan. He really, really is. He's hoping he scores. He's hoping he does well and everything. He loves the pigeon dance and everything. So he was well pumped up. And I was glad to see that moment. Hopefully it lifts this guy. And, who knows? Maybe we see Solanke and Richie playing together at one point. Because both of them have the work. They're both willing to drop back as well. Right? So does that give us...
I wouldn't bet against it, Bobby.
I'm sorry?
I wouldn't bet against it, in a game that we're potentially... I don't think we'll see it from the start, but I think that maybe in a game where, we're really pushing in the last 20 minutes, I can see it happening, and I think it'll be really good.
Oh, yeah, go to a nice 4-2-4. Throw Sarr and Basuma in the midfield. Light it up, baby, light it up. Pound those goals in just the way we want them.
What's your score prediction for the Palace game?
I'm going to go conservative. I'll go 6-1. No, 6-2. No, all jokes aside, we are coming off a game today. Palace are going to be well rested. I know things aren't too great over there, and even Eze hasn't looked that great according to the people that support Palace that I know. I haven't watched them, so I couldn't really comment on it. But I'll keep it conservative. I think we will, now that the defense seems to be getting a little bit better and more gelled. The Udogie coming right into the midfield and kind of going into that cam role still bothers me for some reason. I don't know why. But as long as he gets his ass back to defend, I'm okay with it. I'll go with a 2-0. Nice and safe.
All right. Big up to you,
What
Bobby.
about you boys?
For Palace.
Oh, spoilers for the preview, Bobby. We don't want people to watch the preview tomorrow.
Just whisper it to me.
Spurs win.
I'll watch it on the preview. I'll see what you guys say, and we'll see who was correct.
Big up to you, Bobby. Thank you so much
love
for coming on
everybody.
today.
Big up to the chat. Remember to hit that like button, guys.
Exactly.